Hey boys, welcome back to some more Roosters career mode. As you see there, we've got a couple of suspensions. Orbison and Ferguson out for a match each. Well, I think they both were out for 2 matches. Maybe Ferguson just got 1, but Orbison got a couple, I think. But we're taking on the Bulldogs here, and it should be a tough game. As you see, it's terrible conditions, and that means 100% it's gonna be a tricky game. Whenever it's raining, whenever it's wet, it definitely hampers our game. Team's pretty much standard, couple of changes, but the Bulldogs are pretty much the same as the real life Bulldogs here. They got a very strong side, obviously. As we look at our bench here, who have we got? We got pretty much the same bench. Papali still on the bench for those couple of guys out, and oh yeah, I guess Copley is in for Ferguson. Obviously, that makes sense. That's the other big change, I guess we'd call it. But 10 minutes in, and it's just been a bit of a slog back and forth. Not too much going on, but the Bulldogs are gonna just royally stuff up their last tackle option, kicking into the back of one of their players, and conceding a penalty, which is a little silly. Right there, Cordner gets tackled there. Should have passed it. Well, tried to pass it, just didn't quite time it. As we go for a little grubber, and it's a pretty shocking kick by Pearce. Guess it just held up in the wet conditions there, and didn't really go anywhere. As Boyd Cordner is going to make up for that earlier misplay and steal the ball. So we got a nice full set of 6 here to potentially score a try as we try to attack straight away. And Johnny Tuivasa is just going to get bundled into touch there. I think it's Tyrone Phillips on the wing for the Bulldogs there, and just coming up with a big tackle as we look to spread it on the right again. Dale Copley this time gets tackled by that man again. Tyrone Phillips has been pretty strong already, and from that, the last tackle here is a bit of shambles. Honestly, just Jake Friend didn't quite pass it when I wanted him to, and it just resulted in having to throw a few passes around, and it was never gonna plan out. But we defended pretty well this whole first half, and we get a good chance there to attack from the kick, but Charles Mitchell just not quite the pace I'd want from him. Gets forced back a few meters as Michael Leisha there almost busts straight down the blind side as Daniel Tupou gets absolutely met right there. Big hit coming in, but it's almost this should be the last play of the first half. 0-0 still, so a very lackluster first half in terms of attack. I mean, pretty good defense all around us. The attack here is starting to look pretty promising, but we just had to pass it right there. We had the overlap. It did cop a deflection from the Bulldogs from the long pass in. Otherwise, we maybe not definitely scored, but it would have been close. I mean, I think it was Hargraves who would have caught the ball, who probably wouldn't have made the distance. It's right there, out of dummy half. Tried a little sneaky grubber into the in goal. Just had a bit too much weight on it, so not a good kick overall. As Daniel Tupou here gets some space for once, but can't quite beat Mbai covering up on the middle. Mbai, he's an absolute speedster in real life, so I'm not too surprised he caught up to Tupou right there. As we look to attack the blind side, where we just made inroads and pass back on the inside as we pass it to Kenny Dowell. I don't know why, but gets it to Tupou, and he puts in a nice little grubber. Nice kick into the goal, and Guerra there, a little too over enthusiastic, tries to come up with a big shot to force the line dropout, but gives away the penalty, and we could be facing another player on the sidelines for a lengthy spell. I guess those 2 other guys will be coming back next game, but it will be a shame to lose a player. But right there, the Bulldogs had the attack. I think it was a line break earlier that just had us on the ropes, and I accidentally pressed the wrong button to slide the defense, and we just had no one out there. It was like 3-on-1, and a definite try. Just nothing we could really do after we were in that position. Tupou, I think, tried to come up with the intercept. Got nothing. Didn't get the ball. Didn't get the player. So not the best stuff. But we attack down this left hand side. Tries to get the pass back. It would have been a score for all money. It would have been a try. But Brett Morris, it comes off him. Not to be a knock on. Very unlucky for us right there. It was a nice play by Tupou. Good backing up by Kenny Dowell as well. It would have been try under the post, and we probably would have taken the lead in this game. But yeah, just nothing this game was seeming to go our way, honestly. The wet conditions made it hard to do our trademark backline plays. As Tupou, once again, he's been the he's been the danger man. He hasn't quite, you know, his last game form, he was capitalizing on those efforts, but I guess in the wet conditions, you know, a bit hard to streak around the fullback. And Brett Morris, obviously very good in this game, and a bit hard to actually to get around him. Honestly, his pace is really good. But right here, pretty much the last play, we had to throw everything at him. We did a loose offload. It got spilled, and then Greg Eastwood, just incredible speed after he picked this ball up. I thought it was like Morris or someone. We just could not. We didn't make any ground on him. I think it was Mitchell there who came up with the fumble, and Greg Eastwood streaks away to put this game beyond doubt. I thought we were going to come back. I thought we were going to score right at the end and a conversion to win the game, but not to be. The Bulldogs go the length of the field with the error from our team, and we concede a second try in this game to unfortunately lose the game. But we do the short kickoff, and it actually pays off, which was surprising. And we look to, you know, bit of a consolidation try, but it's not going to happen. Sam Mower gets tackled, and a pretty disappointing game all around. I mean, we had a couple of guys out, but not the best game by the boys right there. As you see, Chase Stanley, man of the match. He had a good game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.